Welcome to Earth Talks. Tanse, wapihiu natsikasun. My name is Audrey Thomas. Niauhte Misaga Hegane, otherwise known as the Sturgeon Lake Cree Nation, which is located on the Treaty 8 territory. I am currently a student at the University of Blue Quills in the Indigenous Masters of Social Work program. On this segment of Earth Talks, I will be talking about how litter or garbage affects our environment. It is one of the many issues affecting global wellness, impacting Indigenous peoples all over the world. In saying that, April 22nd of each year is designated as Earth Day, which is an annual celebration to demonstrate support for environmental awareness and protection. As part of the Earth Day celebration, I'm going to be talking about the impact of litter and garbage on our ecosystem. I will be using the words litter and garbage interchangeably. Ano swipi squagian matansi kapio pigian. I'm going to be talking about growing up on the land, living in an urban setting, and acknowledging some of our indigenous ways of knowing, being, and doing. Kapio pigian moya indosiwigan na tapahaskane. Growing up, I didn't live on the reserve. Namosomi Wanokom, my grandparents had land across the lake, which is across from the lake from the reserve. Namosomi Wanokom yo pagihiwa kaya mesita ya peska. Tinagsuwaki gihuigi asaga hegane. Ni gaswip sigana ni chaya gi paktahuanan. Ayas chaya gi pagi tanan ay kiway kamitia. My grandparents had all kinds of animals on the farm, and we had a garden every year. As we lived by the lakeside, we fished or set fishing nets for some of our food, and then the men in the family would hunt while the woman would tend to the meat after the hunt. So basically, my family lived off the land. As a child, I remember hearing stories and being told about not wasting anything, food or otherwise. Kayasma Anaya Gipampachia. Sometimes, as a family, we would join other families in a hunting camp. We were always told to pick stuff up. Kamusakinama, kakiyakpay, ay oga kapachihta, apukawiwipaname. That we needed to pick up garbage and leave our camping area clean from all debris, as we would be returning the following year, and no one wants to return to a dirty camp. Kamanachahaya, Kigawi no Uski. We were told that we needed to respect Mother Earth by keeping her clean. Nihiyawak wapamiwa kaya Kigawi Nawaski has a mother to all things. Since all living things and plants depend on Mother Earth for air, water, food, and shelter, Kakiyo, Kuwahutono, Oma, Aski, we are all related. As Nihiawak, we have a sacred responsibility to nurture healthy, interdependent relationships with all the land, water, plants, and all animals. As Nihiawak, we see ourselves as stewards of the land and that the land needs to be kept clean for our future generations. In saying that, I have seen many environmental changes on the land where I grew up. Now, as an adult, I live in an urban setting. It did take some time to get used to living in the city, as opposed to practically living in the bush and on the land. One of the big changes that I can get used to is the amount of littering that happens within the city. When I see litter lying on the ground or see someone throwing litter, moya mana namiitin, and I think to myself, why is it that people can't throw their garbage away properly? It's common to see people discard trash out on the sidewalk while walking out around or out of their vehicles. Some people just throw rubbish anywhere without giving a second thought about what it is that they are doing. Little thought is given on how litter, carelessly discarded, adversely affects the environment. Oftentimes, people simply throw litter away because it's easier to leave it behind, or rather than look for a garbage can or to keep it until it can be thrown away properly. Litter is most noticeable after the spring thaw. Some of the most commonly littered items on the streets are cigarette butts, fast food packaging, plastic bags, alcoholic beverage, and plastic bottle containers. This litter can lead to soil contamination, water contamination, and air pollution. All of this litter adversely affects the environment that we live in. Some litter can even get swept into sewers or rivers and end up in lakes and oceans, causing harm to people and animals. Items carelessly discarded on the ground is not easily biodegradable. Therefore, will remain in our ecosystem for years and is harmful to the environment. This litter can release toxic chemicals such as lead and cadmium that contaminate the food source of animals that we eat. Therefore, the toxic chemicals are eventually transferred to our body, affecting our health. These toxins can lead to cancer, immune system problems, and even birth defects. Garbage is everyone's responsibility. We need to pick up any refuse or litter when we see it. We can all be conscientious about how garbage affects our environment and do something about it. Restoring our damaged ecosystems will help to combat climate change and prevent mass extinction. The healthier our ecosystems are, the healthier the planet and its people. We can all play a part in making sure that items such as cigarette butts, fast food packaging, plastic bags, alcoholic beverage containers, plastic bottle containers, and other debris doesn't end up in the environment. We can get some garbage bags, put on some gloves, and pick up some garbage in our area. Alcoholic beverage containers, plastic bottle containers can be recycled, either by donation or taking it to the bottle depot. We can further reduce environmental damage by reducing and recycling household material as well. The healthier our ecosystems are, healthier the planet and its people. We need to lead by example by reducing plastic usage by using reusable bags. When going for walks, make a habit of taking a garbage bag and picking up any garbage we see and disposing of it appropriately. Every little bit matters. Although it may seem it's only a little piece of garbage, it will mean the world to Mother Earth and to humankind. I'm only talking on a micro level about litter. There's so much more on the macro level that affects Mother Earth. There is the industrial waste from the oil and gas sector that has a great impact on the damage done on the environment. Orville Looking Horse states, our Mother Earth is very ill from these violations, and we are at a brink of destroying a healthy and nurturing survival for generations to come, for our children's children. Every day should be considered Earth Day, as what happens to Kigawi no Uski will eventually come full circle and affect all beings on the planet. When Kigawi no Uski becomes sick, we will all get sick as we are all interrelated. Ugukanagati Maya Kigawi no Uski. We have to look after Mother Earth because if we want to see our children in the future to continue to have a good life on Mother Earth, this is what we need to do. Kispen kitsuasem sinawak, kiapach utinigan kami pamat sitwaw, kispen utinigan kawapahtah kwaw, kigawi nawaski, ugaywa kway, kahiyak kway, mana kawipin gatik, kamayata, apuyoga kapachehta, kiwaya kawipin gatik, ay kaksigoto maya, kigawi nawaski. Our future children need to be aware that litter will get Mother Earth sick, which in turn will get us sick, as whatever happens to Mother Earth will eventually happen to us. We as humans cannot continue to survive with the way the world is going because of pollutants having an adverse effect on the environment, on Mother Earth. A quote from Chief Oren Lyons questions: what if we choose to eradicate ourselves from this earth by whatever means? The earth goes nowhere, and in time it will regenerate. There may not be people, but the earth will regenerate. And you know why? Because the earth has all the time in the world, and we don't. Through education, we need to keep our children informed, to make them aware about the damage that can be done from garbage, and not to contribute to the littering problem, and to do their part in keeping Mother Earth clean. Our children will see and acknowledge all that Mother Earth has to offer, and they too will look after her. They too will ensure that their future ancestors, their grandchildren, and great grandchildren will benefit from having a clean environment, which is free from the garbage that is having adverse effects on Mother Earth. Kananas kom tao kakio manos kap ay kanto tao ko makapigs pagian. Eksa.